I went to the fridge, cleaned out the fridge, and while I was doing that, she came and said, "Oh, my dear, can you please just help me scrub the rug?" I'm not joking, I scrubbed the rug. And I was like, "Oh my, I have work to do." I'm going to just say, "It won't take time, it won't take, please just help me scrub the rug." Okay, and then I scrubbed the entire rug. After I was almost done, she, "Please, will you help me scrub the floor?" I scrubbed the floor. "Please, will you help me clean the sweep?" I swept. "Will you help me wash the cooker? Will you help me do this? The dishwasher did it." I pretty much cleaned the entire basement. Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Ask Mo. If you're watching my channel for the first time, where have you been? My name is Mo and I'm a lawyer licensed to practice law in the province of Ontario and also in Nigeria. I create content for internationally trained lawyers who are looking to requalify in Canada. I create content for people who are looking to immigrate and succeed in Canada, and also for graduate students in Canada. Please note that whatever I say in this video is not legal advice. Happy New Year. I have missed you guys so much. This is the first video I'm recording this year. I know I'm late to the party. It's the middle of February and I'm just saying Happy New Year. I know. I'm really feeling my look today. If you know me, you know I love dramatic sleeves and big sleeves. And I was styled today by the amazing Calista Styles. They're a Black-owned business based in London, Ontario. They make amazing and quality outfits like the one I'm wearing. So if you're interested in my look and you like what I'm wearing, I'll leave their details in the description box. You can always check out their website and make sure you use my coupon code to get a discount. So let's get into today's video. Yes, I was a maid in Canada, and I'm sure some of you are wondering, how were you a maid in Canada? I thought you were a lawyer. Don't worry, I'll tell you guys all about it in today's video. So I moved to Canada in 2016 September for my master's. I've said this several times in all my videos, but I'm just repeating this, in case you're new. So I moved in 2016 and I came with my dad. I was 20 years old at the time and I didn't really know much. I had traveled to Canada just once before I moved in 2016 to visit my brother. So I wasn't very familiar with the country. I really didn't know much about Canada. But before we left Nigeria, we had organized my accommodation with a family friend. She helped us, organize something, and we're supposed to stay with this woman in Toronto. And I was supposed to pay $900 per month to stay in her basement. So we got to the airport, we took an Uber, and we got to the address. So the woman was living in the US at the time. She left a man to welcome us and let us in and all of that. So when we got to the front of the house, we saw this man already waiting for us. Our house was very big and beautiful, and I, fell in love with it instantly. So this man welcomed us in, helped us settle down. He took us out, went to get groceries, went to buy food, and she was going to be away for about 1 week. So it was pretty much my dad and I that was going to be in the house. So because she had not yet come, I couldn't move into the basement. So we're just pretty much chilling in the house. The man would come from time to time to assist us with whatever thing we might have needed. It was nice, I settled in, I picked one of the rooms, I spoke to her on the phone. She was like, "Make yourself feel at home, make yourself feel very comfortable." I was liking it. But I schooled at U of T. So U of T campus is downtown, and this place was situated in Wilson Station. So for those of you who are very familiar with Toronto, I had to take the TTC from Wilson all the way to Museum Station, and that was about 20 minutes every day, and that was what I had to do. That was what I had to do. So I would wake up early. If I had classes at 8 or 7:45, I had to leave the house around maybe 7 o'clock, so that I could make it in time for my classes and all of that. So that was what I was doing. So while I was doing this, I signed up for graduate school residence because I wanted to stay on campus because it was so close. It was a 5-minute walk from grad house to my classes. It was a 5-minute walk from grad house to church. It was just close. It was downtown where everything was happening, and I just wanted to stay downtown. It was very close to the library, very close to the gym, and I wanted to stay in grad house. So I signed up, but I was on the wait list, and while I was on the wait list, I didn't think I was going to get in because they were like, "Oh, you have like over 100 people on the wait list and all of that." So I was like, whatever. So I forgot about that, and I was still going to school normally like I would usually do. And then my dad had to go visit my brother who was living in another city, and so my dad left and I was pretty much the only one in the house. And I was doing my own stuff, and finally the owner of the house came. So I think after 1 week she came, and I welcomed her, met her. Oh, how are you? She's Nigerian, and I think she must have been in her 50s. And if you're Nigerian, or if you're familiar with Nigerian culture, you know that respect is big in Nigeria. And I saw her, oh, welcome, and I told you I was a JJC. I literally just came from Nigeria, so I still had all the Nigerian mentality and all of that. So I knelt down to greet her. Welcome, thank you, your house is very beautiful, amazing house, like a proper Yoruba girl that I am, and then I greeted her well, and we got along pretty well. So she told me not to move into the basement yet because the basement was very dirty, and the people who lived in the basement before I came did not clean it, and she had to call someone in to clean it, and it was just really messy. So I was like, okay, cool, like the house is beautiful, I'm loving it. But she took me to the basement just to show me how it looked, and it was amazing, fully furnished, everything was great, and I was loving it. Anyway, so we started living together in the main house, and as usual I would run out of school in the morning because I didn't want to be late for classes, and I would come back in the night. I had a number, so there were days when I came home late, or there were days when I didn't see her, maybe for 2 days, because she was also working as well, and she would go to work in the morning and come back in the evening. And so maybe when I came home late, I would just text her and hey ma, I didn't see you today, I hope you're doing well, I hope you are fine, I'm just checking in on you. And she would respond, oh, thank you for checking in, I'm doing well, I'm fine. There were days when I came back from school and I saw her in the living room watching TV and eating, and I'll just sit with her, hang out with her, talk to her, but I was never really present because I had a lot of work to do. And as an international student, or if you were once an international student, you know that the Canadian educational system is so demanding and it's very stressful, especially graduate school, and I was just coming from a different country, so I had to just pretty much put all my time into my work, and I already had papers due, I had assignments due, so I was always coming home late and all of that. So days when I came home and I saw her watching TV, I'll just talk with her for like 10 minutes and I'll just let her know I have to go, it was nice chatting with you. When I was hungry, I'll go to the kitchen, make my own food, probably make noodles. I wasn't cooking much because again I didn't have time, so I'll make noodles or get fruit or probably buy food, and I'll just go to the kitchen, do my own stuff, and I'm out. And that was how it was for a long time. If she was going out to do groceries or she was going somewhere, she would knock on my door and be like, oh, hi, how you doing? Do you want to come with me for groceries? And like I said, like a proper Yoruba girl that I am, if a mommy in her 50s is asking you if you want to go with her or something, I just said yes. And then we'll go grocery shopping. I noticed that she wanted me to carry her handbag. She would say, baggy. If you're not Nigerian or if you're not Yoruba, that means carry my handbag. So I would carry her handbag. She wanted me to push the shopping basket. She wanted me to carry things. I thought I was overthinking things at first, but I just sort of went with the flow anyways. So one time I remember she was going for a party and she said, oh, do you want to come with me for this party? Do you want to attend my church? She was just pretty much throwing things at me. We went for the party. The party didn't end until around, was it 7 p.m. and I had work due the next day, and I kept saying, ma, we have to go now. She was like, oh, I'm coming. Nah, I want to go greet this mommy. I want to greet this mommy. And Nigerians love parties and all of that. And she was always going for parties and I had to tag along. So I was pretty much her, tag along handbag kind of person, right? And I just kept doing this. I just kept going with the flow. I kept going with the flow. And so while that was happening, I had received a message from Grad House at U of T that I had a spot. I literally had a spot and it was going to be the same amount of money I was paying. I think Grad House I paid about 940 something per month and I was paying 900, so it didn't really make that much of a difference because it was right on campus and it was close to everything I was doing. So immediately I got the good news. I waited for my dad to come back, and when my dad came, we had to break the news to her. We were yet to sign a lease, so there was nothing firm. We didn't have a firm agreement. She didn't like it, you know, and she was like, well, you know, we've been in our house for like 2 weeks now, and we've been eating and staying in our house and and my dad tried to explain to her that grad house was just very convenient for me, and it wasn't convenient for me anyway. She didn't like it, you know, and we had to pay her obviously for the 2 weeks that we stayed, and we paid a lot of money. When I'm saying a lot of money, we paid a lot of money for the 2 weeks. But I think she was just being very salty because we told her I had to leave. I was supposed to leave on Sunday so I could be all settled in and get ready for school on Monday. So this Saturday I had like tons of assignments and paperwork and articles I had to write, and I was really working on it on Saturday in the house. And then I came downstairs to get a cup of water, and I saw her, you know, cleaning the house. She was cleaning, vacuuming, washing the dishes and doing all sorts. And it wasn't my mess because I was hardly in the living room. I was always in my room. So I, you know, told her, oh, well done, and then I went back. So in case you are confused about what well done means, in Nigeria, when maybe you see an adult working, you tell them well done, just as a way of greeting them, if that makes any sense. So I told her well done, and then I went back upstairs to continue my work and all of that. And so I had done, I think I had maybe 4 things that were due. I had just finished one. And so I went to meet her in her room to let her know that, oh, I'll be moving my things tomorrow. I'm calling an Uber and I'll be gone finally. Thank you for everything you've done. I really appreciate your help and all of that. When I went to meet her to tell her this, she just started screaming at me. She was like, I lack home training. How dare you? She went in. And I didn't see that coming, you know. I was like, what did I do? Why are you saying these things? And she was like, I saw her cleaning, I saw her vacuuming, and I didn't offer to help. You know, I'm very selfish. I go to school and I come back in the evening. I don't even bother to ask where she's been. I just text her, how are you doing? I don't even come to check. What if she's died in the room? There was one day she was sick and she didn't even hear from me. You know, I sent her a flimsy text message, how are you doing? And that was it. I didn't even bother to check on her. Sometimes I would go make my own noodles and cook, and I wouldn't even ask her if she's hungry. I just do my own thing. I'm in my own world, in my own bubble. And she thought I was a kid, you know, but she knows I'm doing my master's. I'm not a child anymore. I already have a law degree. And she spoke to people at her place of work about me, and they were like, she should just leave me alone and let me be. And she went on and on and on and on and on, and she went in on me. And I was like, oh, I did not see that coming. And as a proper Yoruba girl that I am, I swear I did not see that coming. You know, I literally just knelt down and I was like, mommy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't know you were offended. I was just doing my own thing. You know, and I started talking. I'm very busy. I have school work, you know, but I'm sorry, you know, bruh. I'm sorry, but anyways, I'm leaving tomorrow and all of that. And so I was like, well, I guess I can spare 1 hour to like help her, because she was still cleaning and all of that. And I was like, would you like me to do anything for you? Would you like me to help you clean and all that? So in my mind, I was thinking, okay, if I spare 1 hour to clean, I can always come back and finish my assignment, because I still had about 3 things that were due. I knew that the next day I was going to be moving and I wouldn't have time to pretty much do my assignment. And so she said, well, you know, yes, she has things for me to help her do. She wants to make moi moi and akara. Moi moi and akara are types of delicacies in Nigeria, and they are made from beans, and it's kind of stressful to make, I think. So she said she wanted to make moi moi and akara, and she would need my help making the akara and the moi moi. I was like, okay, sure. Like, what else do you want me to do? And she was like, she wants to sweep that corner. I should help her sweep. I was like, okay, sure. This is taking more than an hour, but fine. And she said, and she want me to please help her scrub the bathroom in the basement. You know, she doesn't mind since I'm leaving tomorrow. We went downstairs, made moi moi, made akara, and I ended up doing more work that I bargained to do. And at the end of the day, we didn't finish until like 11 p.m. I was exhausted. So I went to her room around 4 p.m. I was exhausted. We had spent like the entire evening cooking and cleaning, and I was so tired. So I was thinking the next day I wasn't going to go to church. I'll just pack my things and, you know, just get going, and maybe later that evening I will find some time to just pretty much do my work. That was my plan. So the next day, in the morning, she came to meet me and said, oh, don't worry, I'll drop you this evening. Don't worry, I'll drop you. You don't need to call an Uber. And I was excited because I was a student. I didn't have money. It was probably going to cost me about 30 something bucks to take an Uber for her from her place to grad house. So I said, okay, fine, she'll drop me. And then she said, oh, she's going to church this afternoon. When she's back from church, she will drop me. I was like, okay, sure, no problem. Then she said, oh, don't forget to scrub the bathroom, or the bathroom that you said you were going to scrub. Okay, I said I'll get it done. So I went to the basement, scrubbed the bathroom, and then also I had to clean the room I had been staying in for 2 weeks. So I went there, scrubbed that bathroom as well, cleaned the entire room and all of that. And then when I was in the basement scrubbing the bathroom, she came and said, oh, the fridge is dirty. Can I just quickly help her clean the fridge? I went to the fridge, cleaned out the fridge, and while I was doing that, she came and said, oh, my dear, can you please just help me scrub the rug? I'm not joking, I scrubbed the rug. And I was like, oh I have work to do. I'm going to just say, it won't take time, please just help me scrub the rug. Okay, and then I scrubbed the entire rug. After I was almost done, she said, please, will you help me scrub the floor? I scrubbed the floor. Please, will you help me clean the sweep? I swept. Will you help me wash the cooker? Will you help me do this? The dishwasher did it. I pretty much cleaned the entire basement and some of the places upstairs as well, and it took me hours. I was scrubbing and washing and scrubbing and washing, and sometimes I think about it today and I was like, why on earth did I do that? Why didn't I just tell this woman, no, I'm busy, I have work to do? And no, I know we learn every day, right? Once I was done, she came to meet me and said, oh, I'm going to church, let's go to church together. Me too. I packed my bags, packed everything, dressed up, went to church with her. And the church was supposed to start around 2. We didn't leave the church until 5. At 4, I was like, Ma, I have to go. I have work to do. She just kept downplaying everything I had to do and all of that. And I was so upset. I remember being really upset, and I called my parent and said, I don't know why she's doing this. I know I'm new in this country and she's in her 50s, but she shouldn't be acting and treating me like this. And my parents just were mad. Like, get your things and get out of that house. Like, call an Uber, leave the house. Why are you still there? Once you get home, you are leaving the house tonight. This is that, this. My parents pretty much went in on me. When I got home that night, she said I shouldn't bother calling an Uber. She would drop me. I should go and pack all my things and put them outside. So I packed all my boxes. I had not finished my assignments, packed all my boxes, packed everything downstairs. When I went upstairs, I said, Mom, I'm ready to go. Can you please drive me home now? She put her leg on the table and said, oh, she's sorry. She's so exhausted. She can't drive me home. She's tired. I was like, what? Woman, you are testing me. What do you mean you can't drive me home? And she said, she will take me home she'll take me to school the next day. She's sorry about it and all of that. I was really upset. And now that I'm thinking about everything, I could have done things better by just letting her know that I didn't like the way I was being treated. I didn't like the way she was handling things. I should have called an Uber. I should have gone. I should have really spoken up more for myself, but I guess I was younger at the time. I was 20. So I was upset, really upset. And I knew that she was taking advantage of me. And I went into my room. I just needed to get my work done. I didn't sleep that night because I had to turn in all my assignments that were due on Monday, so I didn't sleep. I maybe slept around like 5 or whatever. When I woke up in the morning and said, Ma, you said you're going to drop me. I need to be out of here like around 7 because I have a class for 9. And she said, oh, she has to work. She's going to work. She'll drop me when she comes home in the evening. I just knew this woman was tripping. Anyways, she left for work, and before she came, I packed my things. I didn't even know where to drop the keys. I just needed to get out of that toxic environment. I packed my bags, packed everything, called an Uber. I took her keys because I didn't know where to drop it, and I just left. And I sent her a text, Mom, I'm out of your house. I have your keys with me. And we worked out how she sent someone to get her keys from me maybe like 2 months after or whatever. I even forgot to mention one other thing she said. When I went to meet her and let her know I was leaving and she was shouting, she told me that I don't need anything from you. You are literally a young 20-year-old nobody in this country. you know, like, you need everything from me. I'm the one who will help you. I don't need anything from you, you know. So she literally just spoke down on me. And when I think about it, and when I tell my friends this story, they laugh and they say, you literally just did house cleaning job and you were a maid, you know, for 2 weeks for free. I remember she kept saying she needed to clean the basement, she needed to clean the basement, she needed to clean the basement. She was going to get someone to call. She was going to get someone to come clean the basement, but I think because we told her that we had to leave, she became very salty, and somehow I was the help, I was the maid she got to clean the basement without even getting to use the basement. Anyways, that is the story of how I was a maid in Canada. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And like I said, when I think back about everything and like what I could have done better, obviously I could have spoken up. I could have told her no, and there was nothing she could have done about it. But then again, I was younger, we learn every day, and you know, I know better now. Anyways, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly click on the red subscribe button below, and also turn on your notification bell so that you will be the first to know whenever I post new videos. Also, like this video and share this video if you found it very interesting. It helps to boost the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Ask Mo. Bye. Don't worry, I'll tell you guys all about it in today. Don't worry, I'll tell you guys all about it into today. Don't worry, I'll tell you guys all about it in today's video.